uzothola ukuthi baphethwe i-alosta laba khona. Right. So this week basic busy ngama kanje ngama Venn diagrams and probability laws, like the basic stuff la kulo kanje ku probability, ne? So i-purpose ye lesson yethu for today is to just discuss tree diagrams, ne? As well as contingency tables. So bese next week sizoyivala ngamalo kanje nge-finance ke, ne? So the plan la ukuthi maybe by Friday, in fact by Wednesday we should be done. Then Friday siqala nge-revision, ne? Then on weekend sizoba mhlambe nenye i-session efana nalena. I think it might be even possible ukuthi sibe ne-contact class on campus nangabe kuyakhonakala, but I'll just decide ukuthi sizoyisebenza kanjani that one. But revision next week iyaqala, ne? All right. Yini le tree diagram kahle kahle? Just a short definition of it. It's a visual tool used to represent and analyze the possible outcomes of a sequence of events or decisions. So ngithanda ukuthi ilo kanje event diagram, it's a static tool, like ikhombisa events awu-2, event A, event B, right? Hello. Ngicela u-turn off i-mic, ne? Then nangabe une-question then nangabe une-question you just gonna open up the mic then sizokhuluma ke, ne? All right. So njengoba ngichaza ke ukuthi event diagram is sort of like a static tool. Ikhombisa just events nje A, B, C or D, right? But ilo kanje i-tree diagram, it's one event that is repeated several times. Ikhombisa events anjalo, okay? So lawo events that are taking place or represented by a tree diagram, two. We have independent events as well as dependent events, right? So our main discussion is centered around these two types of events, the independent and the dependent event. So let's talk about the independent event for a moment. I think it define it quickly. So events where the outcome of one event does not affect the outcome of the other event, ne? Does not affect the outcome of the other event. All right. Maybe just a question, AJ. Have you done tree diagrams before? Ngiyaqala ukuwabona. Anyone?
Yes,
okay. Yeah, but hopefully after this lesson you will understand again, ne? Okay, so wanna generally, let's say mhlambe sinama events awu-2, A and B, and then sithi lawo events are independent. It simply means that the probability of A and B is equal to the probability of A multiplied by the probability of B. This is how we calculate independent events, right? So I think kuzoba better ukuthi si discuss this thing over an example, ne? Niyawazi ama-smarties mosangithi? Ama-smarties. Let me show you something la. Ungawazi ama-smarties now. Yeah, perfect. Nah, you're right. Let me grab this one. Yeah, this picture. Okay. Now ama-smarties guys. So ama-smarties now avula ngaphakathi uthola ama-sweet, just it's different colors and different colors. There's yellow, blue, purple, brown, yellow and stuff. Ne? So lana ke kule example 1 they gave us a box that contains three blue smarties and 2 green smarties. So lawa manye sebawadlile kusele just these two types, these two colors I mean. So a box contains 3 blue smarties and 2 green smarties. A smartie is drawn at random and then replaced in the box. So ngithatha isandla sami ngisifaka ngaphakathi kwale box, ngikhipha ismartie eli-1, ngiyalibheka, instead ukuthi ngilidle le smartie ngiliphindisela phakathi futhi. Then another smartie is then drawn at random and then replaced in the box. So into eyenzekayo ngikhipha ismartie for the first time, ngiyalibheka ngiliphindisele, ngikhiphe another smartie for the second time, ngilibheke ngilibuyisele, right? Keep in mind asiwadli lama smarties, ne? Asiwadli lama smarties. Now bese bathi determine the probability of a first drawing a blue smartie then a green smartie. Alright, le formula le, it's the formula esincedayo ukuthi isicalculate lama probabilities la kuma tree diagrams wethu. Okay, let's prepare lo kanje tree diagram yethu la, where we say back. So there's 2 events that are happening. The first event, it's you taking out this smartie for the first time. Then the second event, it's you taking out ismartie for the second time. So before uzokhipha ilo kanje ismartie yakho yokuqala, there's 2 outcomes la. There's 2 outcomes. It's either uzokhipha ismartie eli blue or uzokhipha ini ismartie eli green. So we are preparing a tree diagram, right? Ama independent events nama dependent events, you can only solve them using our tree diagram. So before we can even attempt to answer these questions, we'll have to prepare a tree diagram so that we can list all the outcomes for every event. So this is event number 1, me taking out this smartie for the first time. Now here's the question again. What is the probability of me taking out the blue smartie from the box? Asibone again. I-box yethu inama-smarties ayingaki? 3 blue smarties and 2 green smarties. So the probability equation says the probability of an event is equal to the number of outcomes of event E divided by the total number of outcomes. The total number of outcomes. The total number of outcomes. So what is the total number of outcomes? It's 3 plus 2, that's 5. So it's over 5 la. That's the total number of outcomes. Now, what is the probability of me taking out the blue smartie? Ama smarties ayingaki are blue, I3. So the probability of me taking out the blue smartie is 3 out of 5. The probability of me taking out the green smartie, it's going to be 2 out of 5. Now, for the second draw, let's say mhlambe for the first draw, ngikhiphe blue. After taking out the blue, ngiyayiphindisela back, angiyidli le smartie. I'm putting it back. So the outcome or the possibility or the outcomes after taking out the blue smartie are, for the second draw, I might take out the blue smartie or a green smartie again. Right? So what is the probability of me taking out the blue smartie? Ukhumbule, le smartie eli blue angilidlanga, but I took it out, ngayichecka, ngayiphindisela back. So the probability of me taking out the blue one again, it's still 3 out of 5. The probability of me taking out the green one, it's 2 out of 5. Ne? So let's say instead of taking out the blue one, you took out a green one for the first draw. what is the probability of me taking out a blue one? Ama outcomes asafana la. After taking out the first marty, in this instance it's the green one. Keep the green one. Nangenza the second draw, the outcomes kuzoba ukuthi I'm gonna take out a blue or a green smarty. Or a green smarty. So what is the probability of me taking out a blue one? It's still 3 out of 5. And then me taking out a green one, it's still 2 out of 5. Lena event diagram, the tree diagram yethu, ne? And just make it a habit to after drawing your tree diagram, list my outcomes. So this is a branch. Branch 1. Branch 1. So for the first row, we keep a blue. For the second row, I keep a blue. For the first row, we keep it blue. For the second row, we keep a green. So it's B, G. And my outcomes way to me for the first time for the first row, we keep it blue. Second row, we keep it blue. Another outcome would be for the first time, we keep it blue. For the second time, we keep it green. Any branch neither. The third branch where I take out the green first and then keep a blue second. So it's green, blue. Then for the last branch, tata green and then tata green again. Green and green. Okay, then I tree diagram. Ask me any question. Any questions? Any questions? Before we start answering our questions with any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Okay, no questions. No questions. All right, then Caesarlan again. Let's answer my questions. Where go A? But determine the probability of first drawing a blue smarty, then a green smarty. Ngina branches ayingaki nama okay. Ama outcomes wami uzongizwa ngawabiza ngama branch. Or sometimes ungabiza ngama locals ngama outcomes. Ngikhuluma ngento eyi-1. Uma ngithi outcome kufana nokuthi ngikhuluma ngelocals ngebranch la. So this is branch number 1, branch number 2, branch number 3, branch number 4. Okay, lana ku A. Now, what is calculated the probability of first drawing out a blue smarty, then a green smarty. And blue smarty and a green smarty. So lapha ku A, we want the probability of taking out the blue smarty and a green smarty, right? Then a green smarty. So kufuna ukuthi for the first row we keep it blue, then for the second row we keep it green. So I think the probability yakhona sizoyicalculate by using the second branch, right? So, and according to the formula yetithini, the probability of A and B is equal to the probability of A times the probability of B, provided that the events are independent. Yes, are independent, because the first event does not affect the second event. You'll understand once it's khuluma ngama dependent events, this thing you could the event the affect another one. So the probability of B and G, it's gonna be the probability of B times the probability of G. This is gonna be equal to what is the probability of green or of taking out blue first? It's 3 over 5. Multiplied by the probability of choosing a green second, it's 2 over 3. It's branch number 2, so it's 2 over 5. So the answer is gonna be 6 over 25. So this is the probability of choosing it green, then the probability of choosing it blue, then a green afterwards. Number B. So B, first determine the probability of first drawing a green smarty then a blue smarty. So number 3, sifuna ukukhipha a green and then a blue. Any questions? Any questions? Yeah, hello. Yeah, hello. Jabulile. Any questions? Any questions? Nkosi.
Sir,
Yeah.
I have no questions, sir.
Usalandela so far.
Yes, sir.
All right. Mlotshwa.
Yes, sir.
Usalandela so far.
Yes.
All right. Nkosi nathi.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Asiqhubeke. All right. So the probability of choosing a green and blue, green and then a blue. So it's gonna be the probability of choosing green multiplied by the probability of choosing a blue. So it's gonna be equal to the probability of choosing, okay, this green and then blue, branch number 1, branch number 3. So the probability of choosing a green first, it's 2/5. 2/5 multiplied by the probability of choosing a blue afterwards, it's 3/5. So it's 3/5. And then 2 times 3, that's 6. 5 times 5, that's 25. That's 25. Then siyalapha ku C, drawing a blue smarty then another blue smarty, blue then blue, branch number 1. So it's gonna be the probability of blue and blue is equal to the probability of choosing a blue first, then multiplied by the probability of choosing a blue second. It's gonna be equal to, choosing a blue first, it's 3/5, multiplied by choosing blue second, it's 3/5 again. 3 times 3, that's 9. 5 times 5, that's 25. Ungayishaya nge-calculator, you should get the same answer as this one. All right, so okay, I'm hiding this. Ngiyayisusa this one. Ngicela ukususa la so that ngizokwazi ukuphendula u-D no-E. I'm susing this part bese siyowenza u-D, not drawing a blue smarty on the first or second draw. Not drawing a blue smarty on the first or second draw. Okay, lapha ku D, a keyword that stands out for me, yilo not lo. Not drawing a blue smarty on the first or the second draw. I think let me go back to this. Lagu C, they wanted us to calculate the probability of us drawing out a blue smarty, then another blue smarty. Ne? Sithola ukuthi it's 9/25. I'm hiding it. I'm going back to D. D, calculate the probability of not drawing a blue smarty on the first or the second. I did share a formula, your calculator, a complementary event, not kahle kahle, it's a complementary event. Complementary event. It's what we call a complementary event. So the not, see, calculator like this. The probability of not A or any other event is equal to 1 minus the probability of A. But now, lana sifuna the probability of not choosing a blue first, then another blue second. It's gonna be 1 minus the probability of B and B. B and B. B and B. So the answer is going to be 1 minus the probability of B and B is calculated. Let's tell you it's 9 over 25. It's the answer is C. So let's get the answer for this. 1 minus 9 over 25. I don't have a calculator.
16 over 25.
16 over 25. All right. Sharp, sharp, sharp. No, correct, correct, correct. Then let's go for E, the last one. Now, determine the probability of drawing a blue, then a green, or a green, then a blue. Keep it blue, girl. So the question is, determine the probability of taking out a blue and then a green, or another keyword, a green then a blue second. Ne? So in this case, Bati, determine the probability of taking out a blue and then we landing a green, or green and blue equal to. Now, how are we going to calculate this one? Based on this general formula yethu, ne? So we calculate ngale ndlela le. We're gonna say the probability of B multiplied by the probability of G. It's this part. The or simply means that we are add, right? Or means we are add, plus the probability of G multiplied by the probability of B, right? So the probability of B for the, okay, this is the first draw, this is the second draw, first draw, second draw. So sifuna the branch where we are taking out a blue first, taking out the blue first now. So in other words, seven is which one? BG, now BG, it's branch number 2, and then it's, you know, G and B branch number 3. So calculate the probability for this branch and this branch basis our eta basically. So Lana, it's gonna be equal to 3 over 5, it's this, multiplied by probability of G, which is this, 2 over 5, plus the probability of G, 2 over 5, multiplied by the probability of B afterwards, so 3 over 5. 3 over 5. Let's multiply. Someone get an answer for us. Someone. Things are
12 over 25.
12 over 25. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So about 12 over 25. Because Lena is nego 6, then 25. Okay, I know you correct. It's gonna be 12 over 25. So this is a this was an example on our independent events. Do you have any questions before we move on to our dependent events? Okay. Hey, nini bomb ni alishaya ni nanyanazi.
There are no questions, sir.
Okay. All right, no questions. I think Susan at this part, man. Yeah. All right, I'm at dependent events again. An event where the outcome of one event influences the other event. I'm independent ones. Event A no event B, they were independent of each other, meaning that A akadependanga ku B and B akadependanga ku A. that was the discussion we had. Those were independent events. But dependent events, lo A, nalo B, they are now dependent they are now dependent on each other. Meaning that whatever happens in A will affect whatever happens in B. Ne? And vice versa. But anyway, the first event affected the second event. So this time, the formula doesn't change that much, but you should pay attention to something. That's something ukuthi the probability of A and B is equal to the probability of A multiplied by the probability of B. Conditional of A. Let's stroke city conditional. The conditional simply means that depending on what happened on A, it all depends on what happened to A. So the probability of B exists, but it depends on what happened to A. Now, let's grab an example. Example number 2. We have a bag that has 6 red and 4 blue marbles. A marble is drawn at random but not replaced. A second marble is then drawn and not replaced. Do you see what happens here, much? On the first example, liyama smarties. Beskipa ismarty that smarty we did not eat, but besi check bese sibuyisela inside the box. Ne? So let me create a visual example. Yeah, let me create a visual. Now visual yethu la. I'm gonna create the bag. This is the bag, which is the sample space. Sinama red marble size 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6, and 4 blue marbles. 4 blue. 1, 2, 3, 4 blue marbles. All right. So a marble is drawn at random, but not replaced. Let's say, for instance, the first marble that was drawn is red. We are keeper. Awusayibuyiseli back into that bag. We are keeper. Awuyiphindiseli back. Then you choose another marble. Food. You choose another marble. Let's say, for argument's sake, you take another red. You take another red for the second draw. So for the first one, we take as awusayibuyisele back. If you take the red ball out, how many marbles are left?
Five, sir.
Okay, bad. You sala 5 red marbles, but in total, sala ngaiki?
Sala 9.
Sala 9. And then for the second draw, let's say in tata another red marble, but angiphindiseli back. Sala ngaiki? Sala 8, angit?
Yes.
Yes, kusala 8. Okay. All right. Okay. Then sizala again. Before we can even answer these questions, what is the first thing we do, Konje? We have to prepare event diagram. Let's do that. So now event diagram here. There's 2 events that are taking place. It's 2 draws. We are taking out for the first event as he pindiseli. For the second event, I'm taking out another marble without replacing it. So those are the 2 events. For the first event, there's 2 outcomes. It's either I take out a red marble or I take out a blue marble. Now, question is, lana ngifuna i-engagement yenu. What is the probability of me taking out a red marble for the first draw? What is the probability of me taking out red?
1/6.
Over 9. Okay.
Okay. All right. Mangayika amamabula are red?
I6.
Initially, asho nasiqala ayi-6. So it's 6.
Yes.
nakaphelele ayingaki?
Mawaphelela yi-6 masikhipha 1 kusala 5 angithi 7.
Okay. Now probability equation la. So the probability of taking out, okay, probability equation, its probability of event is equal to number of outcomes of the event divided by the total number of outcomes. Total number of outcomes. Total number of outcomes, or the sample space. What is our sample space? Mangayika amamabuli nakaphelele wonke? I10.
10, yes.
I10. So last we divide by 10. So the probability of taking out a rate initially it's 6 out of 10 marbles. Ne? 6 out of 10 marbles. Now for the B, what is the probability of taking out a blue?
It's 4 of 10.
Yes, 4 of 10, correct. Now, let's say for the second draw, you take out a red. Awuyiphindiseli. That's the key. That's the key part la. Pay attention. Le red uyayikhipha awuyiphindiseli back. Now, our outcomes still, as I say, 2 for the second draw. It's either uzokhipha red noma uzokhipha a blue. What is the probability of taking out a red for the second draw?
So 5 10.
5 over?
10.
It's actually 5 over 9.
Oh, 5 over 9.
Yes, it's gonna be 5 over 9. Ngoba nakaphelele ayi-10, but wena ngoba uthethe i-red azange usayiphindisele, so nakaphelele wonke akaseseyi-10 but sekayi-9 manje. Ne? What about blue?
So it's gonna be 3 over 9.
Okay. If blue is gonna be 4 over 9. Remember, uthethe i-red azange usayiphindisele.
Okay.
Yeah, so amamabuli blue asasekhona asaphelele wona. Just into ithethe, it's the red one. Now, what is the probability of red if uthethe blue azange usayiphindisele? Probability for red, probability for blue. What is the probability of taking out the red if uthethe blue azange usayiphindisele ekuqaleni?
I think ile 5 of 9 and then blue is 3 of 9.
Correct. Then lights over 3 of 9. 3 of 9. Remember, le blue ikhiphile azange usayiphindisele. So kusele 3 blue out of 9. Lana lama red marbles aseseyingaki? Asasey9. Asasey9. Alright. Now lapha ku A ke. Lapha ku A. Calculate the following probabilities. So the probability of first marble draw is red. Calculate the probability that the first marble drawn is red. Let me do this. As list my outcomes. For this branch, what are the outcomes now? Red first, red second. What about this branch?
Red first, blue second.
Yes, blue second. What about this one?
Blue first, second.
Red second. Yes, what about this one?
Blue first, blue second.
Blue second. Alright. Now here is equation 18. Let's calculate the following probability. The probability that the first marble is red. It doesn't matter what comes afterwards. The first marble must come out red. So branch 1, branch 2, branch 3, no branch number 4. I think our branches or our outcomes are fitter the description. branch number 1 no branch number 2, because uma uthatha ukubheka for the first branch, this is where we have red as the first row. It doesn't matter what happens afterwards, but okubalulekile ukuthi the first row is red, strictly red. So that is why I'm saying it's branch 1 and branch number 2, because both of them, they have what? They have red as the first row. So to answer A, sizothi A, the probability of first marble being red, first marble drawn being red, is the following, is equal to the probability of red and red second, or red first and and blue second. So hilama outcomes out to red and then red blue. Lawa amanye I2, the 3 and the 4 don't qualify or don't fit the description ngoba kuqala blue for each event. So let's calculate. It's gonna be the probability of red multiplied by the probability of red plus this, or we are adding the probability of R multiplied by the probability of B is equal to, what is the probability of red for the first event? 6/10 multiplied by the probability of red after, for the second event it's 5/9. It's 5/9 plus the probability of red first 9, it's 6/10 multiplied by probability of B second to 4/9. 4/9. Someone's told the answer.
It's 3/5.
Final answer le ngisho.
Yes, sir.
3/5. Okay. Then B, both marbles are blue. Probability that both marbles are blue, and then C, one marble is red and the other is blue. You know what? Ngizonipha B no C. Do it quickly. Ngizonipha just 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Then sizoyi discuss afterwards. Okay. Asibone ukuthi nitholeni niqedile. Are you done?
Mina ngisayenza usiye ngathi abanye.
Okay. What about B? B wakho uthole ba?
Ngangithola 2/15.
2/15. Someone else uthole ba?
2/15, sir.
Okay, 2/15. Are you guys done with C?
Yes.
No, sir.
Okay. You know what? Maybe 2 more minutes just to finish off with C. Okay, what about now? C. Tolangai.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Only 20/45.
20/45.
22
Yeah,
over 45.
when you told 22/45. Okay, someone else?
Mina ngithola 6/25.
Yo, okay. 6/25. I don't know the answer, but asiyenze sonke ke, ne? Let us mark it. Kusele isikhathi esingakanani?
9 minutes.
9 minutes. Okay. No, soyiqeda this question. Okay, B. Niyenzeni ke lapho B? Which branch did you use for B? Probability that both marbles are blue. Both marbles are blue.
Sebenzisa number 1 or le yokugcina ibranch yokugcina.
Or branch number 4. So that is the
Yes.
probability of B multiplied by the probability of B. Angit?
Yes.
So that's 4 over 10 multiplied by 3 over 9. Atingishayi la. It's 4 over 10. 4 over 10 multiplied by 3 over 9. I'm getting 2 over 15 as well. So you're correct. Then C. Alright. Lana and 7 say which branches?
Sebenzisa branch number 2 no branch number 3.
Branch 2, no branch number 3. Abanye basebenzise which branches? This and this. Abanye basebenzise which branches? Ngoba ama-answers wethu akafani phela.
Oh, mina sengiyabona ngisebenzise just first event kuphela ama-branches lawo.
Okay. But then remember the question iti one marble is red and the other is blue. So the question it doesn't say ukuthi kwamele uqale nge-red or uqale nge-blue, right? But it just says kwamele A1 ibe red, another one ibe blue. It doesn't matter which one you start with, ne? So lena ngiyayikhahlela le. I cannot use branch number 1 because both of them are red, and it says one should be red and the other one should be blue. No, number 4 nyamkhahlela la because number 4 is both blue. So the qualifying ones were 2 no 3. So it's basically the probability of R and B, or B and R equal to. So it's the probability of R multiplied by the probability of B, ola. It's plus the probability of B multiplied by the probability of R equal to probability of R, it's 6 over 10 multiplied by probability of B, that's 4 over 9, plus the probability of B, that's 4 over 10 multiplied by the probability of R, that's 5 out of 9. I think you calculate again. 6 out of 10 multiplied by 4 out of 9 plus 4 over 10 multiplied by 5 over 9. I'm getting 22 over 45. Over 45. Now you correct. So lana, I think the way niyenze ngakhona or the way ni interprete ngakhona, that's what affected our answers with, ne? Anyway, any questions regarding the two events is what discussing? No questions. No questions. Okay. Alright. Ngiyayibona thumbs up. Thumbs up. But asenze so. I think maybe we can come back for another maybe 15 minutes or so. See, discuss our contingency tables. Just one example, I think will sum up everything. Ne? So, asenze so. Alright, so our contingency tables is the last topic here for today. The contingency table, it combines just a count or a number of observations grouped by a specific characteristic. I think kombele table le example yethu, right? So kahle kahle lana in this table we are actually counting abantu abangayi ejimini nalaba abayayo ejimini regularly. So the statement if we read through the statement, but a Durban gym recorded the number of members, men and women, who use or don't use the gym on a regular basis. The results are recorded in the following contingency table, right? So, two events. Laba abaye gym on a regular basis and the ones who don't go to the gym on a regular basis. Ne? But lauma events lao, they are separated by two categories, if I may. So are separated by men and women, right? So events that are being separated by my categories are two, right? So I'm not sure what okay, let me just say I never came across a contingency table in a group of my categories I3, right? That is why I'm a contingency table switch, so I'm a two-way contingency tables. It's a two-way contingency table because in my categories I two for those two events, right? For that particular event. Like in this case, we have an event which is going to the gym or not going to the gym, categorized by gender, men or women. All right. So let's just take a few questions on this particular table. So, Pega, I think it's also a good idea to now take ama problems on our contingency tables is that you just try to understand what's happening in your table. Now, maybe nanganikeza ama questions like ngithi kule lokanje kule observation yethu or kule record yethu, the survey that was conducted by the Durban gym, how many men attend each gym yethu? How many men attend the gym?
187.
180. What about women?
190.
190. And then how many people don't use the gym regularly?
150.
150, right? So I think lamanyama questions are obvious, but you just need to understand what is actually happening with table yako. Ne? Now, at this corner, the bottom right, this one. Let me try writing here. All right, this is always your total. Ignigas are the total number, right? The total number. It's always the total. Like in this particular survey, it's all the people that are under the survey. This is your total or your sample space in terms of our probabilities. Now, they want us to calculate the probability that a member selected at random from the sample of 370 members A uses the gym regularly. A, you're right. Okay. A, what is the probability that our members swear to they use the gym regularly? What is the probability? Yeah? Yes.
Say also 70 over 180.
70 over 180. Why 70 over 180?
Say angithi i-total ya uthe say my question
kahle wena kahle unenkinga namadoda bheka why uthatha le column yala madoda hayi khona
no, okay, say yes.
Why wona? Why le column le? Okay, asilungise ke.
Ngicabanga ukuthi u-150 over 370.
Okay, alright. Kuzoba u-220 kahle kahle. Remember back nangu A la. Calculate the probability that ama-members wethu uses the gym regularly. U-150, it's when they don't use the gym, but sifuna where they use the gym regularly. So, lana it's, yes,
220 over
Yeah, kuzoba 220 over 370.
exactly. So what's the answer in simplified form? As it divide then is taller the simplified fraction for this.
22 over 37.
22 over 37. So this is our final answer. B, uses the gym regularly given that the member is a woman.
150 over
Over
angazi total, I think it's over 190.
okay. Kahle kahle man bheka. This thing is somewhat like intuitive nyana so, ne? Bheka. Uyabona baba specific lapha ku B. They are like specific ukuthi we are now targeting what? Women. Like you are a woman and you are using the gym regularly. So shukuti the moment they specify each gender la, in this case, you're gonna have to focus kakhulu kule column yabafazi kuphela. Right? So how many women use gym regularly? By 150. Out of how many women? 109. Yes, so you correct this one. Correct. So cancel, then go about 15 over 19. Over 19. Then C. Don't use the gym regularly given that the member is a man.
It's 110 over 180.
Yes, I agree. It's 110 over 180. Over 180. Over 180. So, kahle, it's either the question comes in the form ukuthi calculate the probability maybe with respect to the whole sample or the whole population abayi-survey yakho, ne? Or mhlambe bazobuza a question but calculate the probability of a specific category of some sort. So in a contingency table ama-probability questions azovela kanjalo ke. Azovela kanjalo. Any questions, guys?
No questions, sir.
Alright, no. Nathi senifuna ukuhamba manje. Senikhathele.
Sesikhathalanga. It's just that contingency table ngathi iyazwisiseka. Ayikho complicated.
Alright. Yeah, vele yona straightforward. But into soyenza even on Wednesday nasihlangana futhi I'll come with sort of like a quiz nyana on a few questions on le topic bese sala sivala nelo kanje ne finance on Wednesday. Ne?
Yes.
Alright, so ngicela ukuyivala lana but then i-network yami nayibuya I'll upload le video bese ngizothumela ama-activities for you to do, ne?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.